come to express thanks to the Commissioner General, its deputies and commissioners and the entire team of the Liberia Revenue Authority. And as I do so, I cannot forget my team at the Ministry of Finance, Fiscal Affairs led by Honorable Myers, assisted ably by Honorable Andrew Bolo, and a team of directors and assistant directors and our experts, including Prince Nancy. Well, Mr. Commissioner General, I want to say thank you to you and your team, and to all those that assist us in revenue generation. Your leadership has helped us to steer through a very difficult period. Last year was a challenging year, but last year, in terms of domestic revenue, if I'm not mistaken, we raised almost 698 million. You can correct me. Yeah. And that was a little above target. And that was historic because it was the first time in Liberia's history that we had collected that amount of domestic revenue. The total budget was 738 million. We were targeting to raise almost 40 million from external sources. Domestic, I think, was projected at 690. You went above the domestic target, and as you did so, you set a record. Last year, we ended the budget with above target, and this year we started very well until we hit some turbulence. The UCA court, where we had out of 29 projects, only 5 projects were meeting. In terms of aid court, I think my folks tell me that we target at around 300 million. UCA was our second largest donor, and so the landscape, the projection, the outlook from a lot of naysayers, very gloomy. People expected the sky to collapse, but we said then that this is a test to all of us, including the captain of this ship, President Borkai, and the entire government. We are the technical people working, and we said that good pilots do not say that there will be no turbulence, but the only thing good pilots assure is that in spite of turbulence, the plane will land safely at destination. So there will be periods where we will say, tighten your seat belt. This year has been like that, but by and large, the plane has not been retrogressing, it has been going to hit target, and within a challenging year, we've been hitting target. And it's on account of your leadership as the Commissioner General, assisted by the deputies, your commissioners, all your technicians. So I've just come to say thank you on behalf of the President and the government of Liberia. We know the job we do is a job that sometimes we're not appreciated. People sit in the corners and take liberties on our character. But so every profession has a what we call occupational hazard. You know, if you are missing, or if you are an engineer who construct bridges, you know, it's very likely maybe you could slip while you're constructing the bridge. Occupational hazard. If you do this kind of job we do, managing the nation's resources and what have you, one of the occupational hazards we have is that people sit and who don't understand some of the technical things we do. Sometimes they take liberties on our character. But we are not perturbed by that because that shows the vibrancy of the Liberian democracy. We must remain focused on the big targets, and that so far we are hitting the big targets. So there will be, splattering of mud here and there, but we are big target hitters. You are, your team. So let's continue to do so. Now, I always say that the reward for doing well is the burden and expectation to do more. So we've come to reward you by giving you the burden of doing more. Liberian people expect that we should do more. When I went to the expenditure hearing, everybody has big plans. They came with big budgets. I told them, for me, I'm neutral to this thing here. I want everyone to get big budgets. But to promise you, I will have to look to the Commissioner General and his team. Whatever they give me is what I will divide. So we've come for us to get into what they're about to give us and get into the technical weeds on the projections. So again, thanks to everyone from the LRA and the Ministry of Finance. Our external consultants are here. There are big expectations in the 15 counties, from the Liberian people for what we do. And I will end on this note. To be in this room, in whatever capacity, you should consider yourself privileged. Out of the more than 5 million persons, we are the ones that the country has entrusted to work on behalf of the people. Let's take our responsibilities seriously. Let's know that our action or our inaction affects more than 5 million persons across the country. We are doing it, not so much. Sometimes the pay does not commiserate with the burdens we told, but we are doing it because we are public servants. Public servants meaning we are not public masters. We are servants who keep the serve the people. So with this, Mr. Commissioner General, say thank you again. We'll hear from you before we go into a technical session where the distinguished ladies and gentlemen of the press will have to take their diplomatic exit. Your grandma.